What's up with it, man?
The big balloon this weekend, I hear.
Yeah, I went hot air balloon, whatever.
Man, what in the hell possessed you to get up in a balloon this weekend?
I was summoned. So,
Come get in the balloon, Marcus Cook.
I jumped in my first hot air balloon ride. So,
No, I actually mentioned that on Friday. What is it called? The Balloon Festival? Something. It was somewhere else before. They moved to a new location. It was. I did a little spiel about things to do this weekend, especially if you're thinking outside the box.
yeah.
So how was it?
It was different. It wasn't as scary as it seems, because it's very steady going up.
All right, how high did you go?
I just went 50 feet. I was smart. I stayed hooked to the truck.
So you could damn near walk the ladder up and just sat in the balloon for a minute and walk back down the ladder.
Something like that.
But man, you better than me because I got a fear of heights. I could not do that. All right, we're going to get into all things Memphis. These are, ladies and gentlemen, some of the biggest, most attention-getting posts on the biggest blog in the city, Unapologetically Memphis, over the last few days a week. What you got going this morning, man?
Man, you touched it already because we are iHeartRadio. Glorilla took the stage.
Yeah, man. You caught that. What you know about me with Sexy Red right there? Yeah,
for sure.
Man.
So, so she took the stage after Mariah Carey and ended the show with a lot of hits. It's crazy to say.
Put it down.
It's crazy to say Glow got hits already.
Yeah.
She's like 3-4 years in the game.
But even crazier than that, she was the headliner of the iHeartRadio Music Festival for 2025, which is that's the biggest slot on the lineup for the entire weekend, and that was Memphis right there.
For sure.
That's incredible. That's huge.
And we have to talk about the Memphis football comeback.
Woo!
Great game. I enjoyed it. Got a lot of messages. Memphis Athletic. We did a couple of posts together. Because we represent Memphis big.
Right.
Because that was big for us to come back from 18 points down.
Do you remember us not being good at all? And I'm not reflecting. I'm not talking about any particular player or coach. But at a time when just Memphis football, the reputation of Memphis football hadn't been that long ago when it was an afterthought. Memphis football for the longest was an afterthought, and now look at these last 10 years or so.
Yeah,
of Memphis football been incredible.
For sure. So
4-0, baby, 4-0. FAU is next.
For sure. So like I said, man, we had the big Memphis energy out there, whooped their trick out of the game, all that good stuff. So
smoke that hog. We smoked hog this weekend, baby.
For sure. If you want a barbecue. So, and we'll go to the last one.
All right.
I did visit St. Jude because they called me to do a tour. And the hoops for St. Jude is coming up. So it's a charity game for, to raise money for St. Jude.
Okay.
A great cause. And we just wanted to put it out there a little more because I think last year they were saying people didn't really know the game was going on. So we just wanted to put a little more spotlight on it to let them know that a great game against Arkansas.
Bam, here they come. They want some more of that.
And Coach Cal, so they coming. Hey.
And the women, I believe, is Vanderbilt. They'll play Vanderbilt.
Yeah, okay. Vanderbilt for the women, and like I said, we got the Razorbacks for the men and the women.
Right. And it's all about the kids.
Sure.
It's all about the kids because we love the kids and love St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Was that your first tour of the hospital?
No, I went years ago. Okay. It had been more than 10 years since the last time I visited and had the tour. But they got so many more buildings and so much going on now. So,
and, I know people see the commercials and hear about it through our radiothon, but you really need to experience that.
Yeah, great
facility.
When you go, you appreciate where you are more because you see kids walking around with terminal diseases.
Yeah,
and they need to be cured, and they smile and feeling like they living like it's no problem.
Right.
Us as grown-ups, we around here moping and groaning about just petty things.
Man, I can tell you my 3 years there when my daughter was there, nothing mattered. It went from, going through a breakup at the time, be married to what breakup? It's like you don't think about anything else but your child. And they make it wonderful for you over there, even though you're going through some horrible things at St. Jude. So we'll get into some of the comments and things that people said about the football team.
For sure.
We ought to get into some. I'd like to know if anybody else saw Marcus 50 feet up in the air at the balloon ride this weekend, the balloon festival, and some other posts because that's to me the The spice of Unapologetically Memphis is the input, the feedback that you get back. Man, you all some incredible people, man, that are part of all that. So we'll get to that next. Unapologetically Memphis Monday. It's the biggest blog, all things Memphis. And the CEO is in the building, Marcus Cook, V101.